Welcome back. The country's next biggest coffee chain may come from Northwest Arkansas. 7 Brew, founded in Rogers, now headquartered in Fayetteville, is having a huge year, aiming to go from 54 locations across 13 states to more than 200 by the end of this year. Arkansas Business talked to company leaders, of course, about those plans. Editor Lance Turner joining us now. And Lance, are we looking at the next Starbucks here?
Well, I think anything's possible. The future looks pretty bright so far for this company. Their approach to coffee is a little different than Starbucks, but that may be part of the appeal. It starts with the company's business model, which offers coffee through these modular 500 square foot coffee stands that you've seen that you drive up to. And the coffee stands come prefabricated. So construction crews literally bring them in on trucks and lower them into the site on cranes. And that allows the company to really get up and running very quickly in many places across the country. And then they only sell drinks and then muffin tops. It's a very limited menu with customizable drinks in there, but that keeps the operation running pretty simply.
Yeah, I never knew that kind of construction existed. All right, so the company also emphasizes speed and friendly service. Sometimes those things don't go together. How can they do this?
That's a tricky balance to get right, but they've made good use of a model that I think we've seen companies like Chick-fil-A use. So where when you drive up, you're greeted by an employee who comes to your car window and takes your order. That provides kind of a personal touch. And executives want employees to get to know their regular customers in that way, but it also keeps the line moving very quickly, keeps those orders coming. And each coffee stand employs between 50 and 60 people, which is more than you'd think for a 500 square foot coffee stand. But that's key to that personal touch, and also just to keep those orders coming in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and they do move very quickly. All right, so this is a very lucrative business, no doubt about that, and of course one that depends on a lot of franchisees to drive the growth, including one of Arkansas's biggest restaurant companies. Talk about that.
That's right. Yeah. 7 Brew CEO John Davidson tells us that among the franchise companies that his company is working with is K-Mac Enterprises of Fayetteville. They're already one of the country's largest Taco Bell franchisees and also one of Arkansas's largest private companies. And they've got the expertise to really get these things up and running, too. They know a lot about the restaurant business. Another key company is Brew Crew LLC of Fayetteville. It is led by CEO Brian Sebald, and his company has most of the Arkansas territory, plus parts of Missouri, Louisiana, and Texas. He's been opening 7 Brews in central Arkansas right now, in Little Rock and Maumelle. But all of these companies, 7 Brews, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all competing for a near $46 billion market in these branded coffee industry. And it's kind of interesting that an Arkansas company is making a play for that money too.
Who would have ever thought that a cup of coffee would amount to that kind of income? All right, Lance, thanks for joining us. And of course, you can read more about this story on arkansasbusiness.com.